people who are going to say this, like, you actually think Joe Rogan's never heard your proclamation of the gospel of Jesus died for your sins? As a matter of fact, mark my words, there's going to be a bunch of videos. I hope I'm wrong about this. I really hope I'm wrong about this. I think there's going to be a bunch of videos that are going to be produced from, let's just say, Christian YouTube. I'm using that as a general term. People hating on Wes and saying, oh, he didn't present the gospel. He didn't preach to Joe Rogan. People who are going to say this, like, you actually think Joe Rogan's never heard your proclamation of the gospel of Jesus died for your sins? He says it at the end. I think Wes tries at least to press Joe Rogan on his belief about Jesus, because he gets asked quite a bit of questions. And I think I like the way he goes about it. Here's the other thing that I really liked about this conversation, and big props to Wes. Big props to Wes. He didn't try to be moralistic police and the weirdo Christian guy who's like sitting across someone and the guy cusses and he like gets all like weird about it. He sat down and had a conversation with a guy who's not a Christian. Joe Rogan didn't curse as much as I thought he would, frankly, as much as I've heard him in other situations. And that was good in regards to that. And he doesn't react because he's normal. This is what I said earlier. I said, Christians are weirdos. Is that there's Christians that would be like, oh man, I can't. He used the guys. This is normal behavior. This is normal behavior from individuals that don't know Jesus. As a matter of fact, some of you guys probably have lousy mouths, and you should control your tongue a lot better than you do. But like, how do you want to do evangelism? Who do you want to sit across? Look, I've always said this. Apologetics is a tool for evangelism. For me, at the very least, it is. Why do I do apologetics? Because I want people to become Christians. That is weird. Because I want people to come to know Jesus. That's why I do apologetics. How many beliefs were there that, say, Joe Rogan had, that in this conversation would have been clarified, or he would have said, oh man, I was wrong about that? That would help. It would create kind of, it's the de-weeding, it's getting your soil ready process of it. That would help for that seed to take good root and produce good fruit. And how many people in the audience? 374,201 views already. Or how many people generally watched this and said, wow, I had no idea about that. And that's going to make them more open to another Christian who's going to come across their path, present the gospel to them in a good, succinct way, where they're going to be more open to that because of what they saw here. But again, I'm telling you, there's people going to come out of the forests and be like, oh man, he didn't tell him Jesus died for him. And the issue is with, I would say, a majority of those people, 90% of those people, the problem is they don't know how to have normal conversations with other people. They're the awkward, weird ones at family meetings and gatherings. I shouldn't say meetings. At family gatherings, like Christmas dinner, they ruin it. Thanksgiving dinner, they ruin it. Because they can't sit there and talk about how, like the little side conversation we just had about Liverpool. They don't know how to do that. Because every conversation for them needs to be, do you know Jesus? You might die tonight and go to hell. Let me tell you something, folks. People don't go to hell accidentally. Let me tell you this as well. At the end of that conversation, you know what Joe Rogan says? Here's how you know the conversation was good. Is that someone like Joe Rogan says, bro, let's have you back on again. And next time we have you back on again, which is what Joe says, next time we have you back on again, let's have somebody who disagrees with you on at the same time.